hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Finding you. I just jumped in. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went on. But I just celebrated my first anniversary.
Congrats.
I was not looking for a man when I
Oh,
found him. So he had more than me. And we make decisions together. Now, his health is not the best. My health's not the best. A lot has happened in these last 2.5 years. But being submissive is not giving up your individual self when you get married. I had to learn because I was a mother at a wedlock, 2 children. One's great. One had the weeks worked on a little bit. He's still 30. But at the same time, got married after, well, I got married at 47. I'm 49. So, been through a lot, but having a husband like I got him, you just some things you just submit to as a wife, period. And you have to trust God that you are going the right direction. But you have to be equally yoked. It's just it. If y'all not equally yoked, anything can happen in a marriage. You can't withstand anything if you're not equally yoked. Not gonna work. I don't know what y'all conversation was before I jumped in, so
No, I think you're on the right thing. I think that equally yoked means, partnership. But I think that what you said earlier was that you're more into the idea of being a submissive wife, which is fine, and I'm glad that that works for you. I just don't think it's the most up to date way of doing things. I'm not calling you old fashioned or anything like that.
if
I'm just
you are living the way I live by the Bible. Me being submissive to my husband does not mean that he makes all the decisions.
right.
It means
okay.
that
Then that's the
we
type of
come
submissive I could deal
together.
with.
We come together and we make all decisions together. Now, for the finances, he controls his money, I control my money, but I control what we do together. Bills, all that, I do that. I separate the money in different accounts. I do all that. He doesn't. Now he controls the money in his pocket. I can't touch it. But he doesn't withhold using it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to ask for nothing. I have to watch what I say. Because if I say, oh babe, oh I like that bracelet, give it 3, 4 days,
Lord,
he gonna walk out. Where we going?
Lord, man.
We're going to get that bracelet you said you wanted 2 days ago.
Dang.
So I have to. He's just as submissive to me as I am to him.
Miss Antoinette, can I please ask you a quick question before you
Oh,
continue?
gosh.
One- Miss Antoinette,
Okay.
I know you work. I know you like work like for yourself now and stuff. But have you ever like worked in corporate America or at any point in your life had a job like where you had a manager?
Yes, sir.
So like how did you look at like having a manager and having to like take orders from your manager and fulfill specific tasks and duties that your manager wanted you to do?
It was perfectly fine because I was getting paid for every hour of work, and if I
Lord,
had some control over how much I could earn from that. I say sir and ma'am a lot because I was in the military.
help us. Help
Oh,
us.
that's fine. Okay, I was just curious.
Help us,
Okay.
Lord.
Yeah.
But so okay, so but Miss Serena,
Help
like do
us.
you see do you interpret when they say a man and a husband and wife should submit to each other in the Bible? Like, do you interpret that as misogyny or like, well, how do you interpret that? Because I'm just curious because no Rob is not saying that he's looking for a slave or somebody to be his daughter or somebody to just not have any say in anything. Like the woman up top just said, that's
Ooh,
not what Robin said. But I'm just saying, Miss Antoinette, listening to you talk, I am getting that when you hear submission and being led, you're just automatically linking it to something negative.
And I think the same thing when I say equal partnership. You all are linking it to something negative.
and
I'm not
see, I
linking you saying
where
equal
she
partnership to
see,
something negative.
I can, I can, I can tell y'all where the difference is. Some people see love one way. Some people see love a different way, an abusive way. I seen a loving parent. My parents' marriage to me was perfect. If I listened to others, it was not perfect. If I listened to things my mother said my father did, it was not perfect. But in my eyes growing up, it was perfect. Cause to me, I seen a perfect love. I seen a perfect marriage. But me and my own relationships, I've seen it all. I've seen abuse. I had to go through all of that to learn how to
Lord have
love
mercy. Help
my
us.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
And
get to just
Robin
jump
Sons.
into a relationship. There's things that God takes you through
What
to
in the
get
world?
to that marriage. You're not gonna get to that marriage until he's ready for you to be married.
Listen, all this conversation about God and submission and the Bible and all this stuff have nothing to do with her on her 1.8 acre farm looking for a man that can dick her down and be an equal partner and also go outside and feed the chickens and then
like I do.
also be in charge, but not in charge of her, but she want to respect them, but she don't respect him so much that he can be a leader, but she want him to be a boss, but not her boss, but be some kind of
And
boss so she can like him.
never get it until she gets there.
All this stuff
Until
is
she's ready, she'll never get it.
Mm-hmm.
and
I mean,
all I'm saying is that you got to back off immediately. And one more time, going down the list, because I do this. This is called grinding. Okay, we're grinding right now. We're grinding to try to get to the end of the sale. We're negotiating hard as hell. 39, house, kid, 1.8 acres, wanting to have another child and have a man that's a boss and hard working, callousing on his hand and strong and taller than you and able to make decisions, but not be your boss, but equal partnership. It's adding up to a very, 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 very small, tiny
I
microcosm.
only need one, Rob. I only
I
need one.
understand you. Okay, that's great. You only need one, but at 39, now you're factoring in a timeline of you got to find them. Then you got to make sure he's on your program because you can't be on his. You don't want to be told what to do. So even if he got more than you don't want him to tell you what to do to get more or to be on his program or assist you in getting more. So you don't want to be told. Then you want to be equal partners and you want to have another baby. And the baby take 9 months to just take the child. So you got to date the man, procreate with the man, carry the child, have the child. How long all this gonna take?
However long it takes, however long the Lord gives me.
Okay, now you're talking about the Lord. The Lord ain't got nothing to do with you and your farm with 1.8 acres,
Well,
living in the house with your child, and
the Lord
and
has everything to do with it because as long
That's
as
the
what
I
I was
don't have a man, guess who
saying.
my man is?
Everything to do with
the
it.
Lord don't have nothing to do with a
Wow.
man falling out the sky in your lap that
Let
Explain
me
is
to
keep saying,
30.
super
the
villain.
Lord.
Hit me with that geriatric pregnancy one more time. Your mama a geriatric pregnancy. I'm sorry.
I just understand why the
200
Lord.
pounds, 5'6", 200 pounds, 5'6", one child, farm. 39. How long it's going to take?
It ain't in her time. It's in God's time. Yeah, right. I'm trying to figure out how you don't figure that out. Ain't your time in God's time?
See, now y'all talking about God's time.
Ain't your life in God's hands?
Y'all don't want to be serious.
I'm serious. I'm dead
Y'all don't
serious.
want to be serious. Do you go
I
to?
ain't-
Do you go
I got myself together.
when you go and pay your mortgage or your rent? Do you tell the loan officer it's going to be in God's time, or do it have to be there on the first?
Yeah, because I get checks that fall out the sky.
Girl,
I
bye.
get
I ain't got time
uh,
for that no more.
boy bye. If you don't believe that God gives you your blessings, I don't know what you believe in or your God. I'm not saying my God is your God. You can have a different God, but
You
come
said you
on.
got the checks that fall out the sky.
I have stuff fall out. I'm sitting at home right now getting a check. I work. I go to work. I work my ass off so I can. I can sit at home and have checks come in the mail, and I don't know where they came from. That's called faith.
Well, Antoinette, how about the next 3 months? I want you to sit on your butt, and I want you to do nothing on your farm, and I want all them that produce to come in for the next 3 months, and let God handle it. Okay?
You missed the point.
I didn't miss no point. For the next 3 months, I want God to handle that 1.8 acre farm, and then we'll get all the produce out of it.
He didn't say he didn't have to work.
Okay, so there you go. Now y'all coming in reality. Now you're talking about work.
No, I already
Exactly.
said that I worked hard to sit home.
Okay, perfect. So let's start there. Faith without works is dead, right? So you got to work. So at 30, so back to the point, 39 years old, 1.8 acres, 200 pounds, 5'6". Baby takes 9 months to gestate. She's one child already, and she wants an equal partnership. How long is it going to take?
Mm-mm.
Don't nobody got no answers?
What's that? What are y'all ages?
See, there you go. That's not the point. 39 years old, 200 pounds, 5'6", 9 months to
Mentally,
take a
the
child. Already
point.
have one child.
Where
1.8
you at?
acre farm that needs to be taken care of. How long is it going to take us to find a man?
Took me 47 years.
39 plus 47, 86 years old. Antoinette, you got 47 years to find your man. You'll be 86 years old. Your
And
your
it ain't.
child, your child
Hey,
will
I'm
be how old?
84 and one.
Antoinette, how old is your child?
How are you, Mr. Rob?
Okay, 47 years. She said it's going to take you to find this man. You're 39 plus 47, that's 86. You comfortable with that? And the man will probably be a little bit older than you, so he'll be, I don't know, 97 years old. Is that cool? Mr. D, Mrs. R, is that okay with her? Is that okay for Miss Antoinette?
I think it is okay because some men don't get to maturity till 55.
Perfect. So let's do that.
And I'm seeing that yours is under 30.
Okay, so 39, and she wants a man that's on par with her. So 39, he's not going to get mature until he's 56. So she's going to wait for a man to be on par with her till 56. That is 1, 6. That's what, 17 years, something like that. I'm trying to do the quick maths. 10, yeah, 17 years. Okay, so Antoinette got 17 years now.
And it could be a year if God see fits.
Okay, perfect. 39 plus 17 equals 56. So men
Now,
don't show.
yeah,
She
turns 40, I'm saying.
okay, so she giving herself till 56. So the man wants got to be a little bit older than her. So I'll just say he's 65. That sound all right?
Great age, retirement age.
Perfect.
And money has nothing to do. Money, men having more money than you has nothing to do with being married.
Okay, beautiful. 65. He doesn't have no more money than her. She still lives in her same house with 1.8 acres in the suburbs of Chicago. Is that all right with you, Miss Antoinette? Because this is the point in my pitch where I put the line on the bottom of the paper and I put the X and I say sign right here and let's close the contract. Because we after all that talking, we did a lot of grinding, but we had Mr. D, Mrs. R jump in and she talked a good game and said wait till 47 and we got the numbers squared away. So at this point we're at 17 years. Miss Antoinette will be 56. The husband will most likely be 60 to 65. He won't be making no more money than her. So I think we got a deal. What you think, Noble?
Miss Antoinette is not muted. Miss Antoinette, are you there?
Somebody said at this point what you're saying doesn't matter. I think we should close the deal. 17 years, 56 years old, the guy's 65. Sound good to me.
Hey, Mrs. McKinney, do you have any last words that you would like to say, ma'am? Oh, there's other women that want to come in here. I would
That's
like to
fine.
bring them in as well. All right,
That's
thank you
cool.
for coming up, ma'am. I
You
appreciate you.
all,
All right, have a good night.
Y'all can't hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you
Can't
now.
hear me? Okay.
So you ready to close?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We wasn't able to hear you for a while.
Sorry. I don't know how. I mean, yes, but I also realize that I still hold the option to get somebody younger than that. It doesn't have to be, that age perfectly. I mean, you're not actually speaking in absolutes, but if that was the situation where that man that you just described was the one to come along and he was for me the way I could be for him, then that would be just lovely.
Okay, so we're good with you being for the next 17 years. You're waiting on this man to pop up. You'll be 56 years old, still waiting for him to be mature past 56. So I'm giving him 65 years old. He's gonna be ready to pop a kid in you after a year. So
Now, if
57
we
years
waited
old.
that long, it's probably gonna be too long.
Excuse me.
If we wait till I'm 50 something, I think that is literally too late to
Why not?
for, hmm,
Geriatric pressures happen every day.
not after menopause.
Geriatric. Okay, earlier we was talking about how geriatric
A
pregnancies are
geriatric
so.
pregnancy is a woman who is over 33 or over 34.
Okay. And
That's what they
earlier
consider.
earlier we were arguing down about how you can be any age and have a baby because it's possible, okay? So are
Well,
we
y'all
gonna
call my said eggs get old, and I was like, yes, sperm get old, but I didn't say that either one lasts forever.
okay, so what
And you
is the
can still have a baby. It is possible. Mrs. McKinney's right.
okay, ma'am,
Oh,
at what age?
wait, Miss Antoinette and Rob. Wait 1 second. Black Butterfly, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Uh, you just got in here. I'd like you to chime in, and speak to whatever you want to speak to.
Well, I did come in later, I think, or in the middle when you was talking about submissive and a man being a leader. Um, when I was younger, dating and stuff like that, when you're younger, you don't hear that in the household, especially a black household, about leaders being submissive. You only see what you be shown. So
Mm-hmm.
your parents don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you get older and start dating, you only hear about it as when you get maybe 30s, early 30s, mid 30s, about being submissive or having the man lead. So as I got older, I had to learn to let a man lead. And believe me, Anthony, it's so much better because you're doing everything right now by yourself. I know you are. And I know you're tired
I
of
mean,
doing it.
yeah,
So my thing is, why you can't let a man lead? It's not like he's going to tell you what to do. You got to do this. You got to do that. See, that's the mindset that we have. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
The man leads the household, meaning that he take care of the bills. Some of the bills, you take care of the smaller bills, if that's what y'all agree to. Um, he make decisions on things that you're not able to do, if y'all want to agree to it, but you have to let him be a man in the household. That's all it say, because it is in the Bible. It doesn't say a woman's supposed to lead. And you say you're a Christian, correct?
yes.
So you have to get out that mindset of what society have told us about a man leading, especially our black men. You got to get out that mindset seriously.
Well, here's
Believe
the
me,
thing.
I was in that mindset too. I was like, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I don't need no man. I got this, I got that, I got this. Until I met somebody, and I was a single parent, raising my oldest daughter, and then I got married, and then I got separated, divorced, all that. Then I met somebody, because you got to look at, now you got that independent thing on your back. Oh, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. I need somebody to be here, pay the bills, do what I tell them to do. And
Mm-mm.
that's your mindset.
I feel like everybody's kind of taking partnership and turning it directly into I want to boss a man around.
Because that's
No,
the undertone.
I'm not
The thing
saying
is,
that
that's
you
the
want to.
undertone.
No,
Your,
no,
your
that ain't
the
what I
verbiage
said.
you're using doesn't
That
match the undertone of what you mean.
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, your mindset is that when a man lead, he's bossing you around. That's what you saying. And if you're not
Hmm.
saying it, that's what it's coming out to be.
That's what I've been
Uh,
trying. That's what I've
Yeah,
tried to tell her
lead.
3 separate times now.
right,
That's
To
right.
like
me,
the
And
whole
lead
time.
sometimes,
mean lead sounds more like bossing somebody around than partnership
no, no, no,
does.
no, no.
Listen,
That ain't but that's
that's
not what it means. That's what I'm saying. Society got you thinking that's what it is. That's not what it means.
she's saying the word partnership because you think that avoids being told what to do.
Right.
She's
Y'all don't
That's not
even
using
what it
understand
means.
the
what does
word partnership to avoid saying that she's has to be led, or she's under the authority of somebody, or somebody's in charge of her,
Right. That's
or
not what
somebody
it
gives her
means.
direction. So she thinks partnership is the better way to affirm herself rather than saying that I'm going to allow a man to be
And
somewhat in control of my life.
and
She
I
thinks the
know
partnership is
she's
safe.
tired. Look, I know you tired. I know you tired doing it all by yourself. I know you are.
I'm happy.
If you want to pretend like you not tired, then that's on you. But at the end of the day, sister, you
Is
tired.
well, could y'all tell me what in what way does a man need to lead
Listen,
that
I'm leading you right now. You're not listening very well. I'm trying to close a deal with you. Miss Black Butterfly
in what
came in
way
here.
in a relationship does a man need to lead where partnership is just completely off the table?
So
Like
Listen,
tell me,
I,
what
I think
is a partnership? What is
so a
consists as a
partnership
partnership?
is we come together and we have form a consensus on big important decisions.
taking too long.
Okay,
So
so that's the
where are we
same
going to live?
thing
Are we going
as
to
a
live in my house,
man.
your house, an
You
apartment?
taking too long.
So a
I don't
man
think
come
so.
in, if a man come in and say, hey, baby, wife, or whatever he want to call you, Miss Antoinette, and say, hey, baby, I think we should do it this way. You need to consider and look at it this way. Y'all come together and talk about it, correct?
I would hope so.
Listen,
Okay,
ain't nobody
so
got
that's
time
a
for all of
man
that.
being a leader in the household. The man come and cut the grass. That's the
That
man
sounds like
being a
partnership to
leader.
me.
That's the man being
If
in
if a
lead.
man has an idea, based that is pertaining to the trajectory of the family, of course I want to hear it. Of course I want to know about it. But if I have if my idea of the trajectory for the family is different, I want to feel free to voice my opinion, and I want to feel
Right, and
valued.
you will. See, you still get in that mindset that you won't have nothing to say if he's leading the household. You
I'm
got to
just
get
wondering.
out of that mindset that a leader, a man that leads a household, is the boss of you. That's your mindset right now. That ain't what that means.
Here's the thing: you can
My
say
parents have been together for 50 years, and I saw partnership in there. I didn't see, and I saw some misogyny
Because
too, but I saw
because
partnership. My
have they
mom
ever
worked.
said
My
anything about your mom probably ain't never said anything about it. Our parents don't say nothing about that.
but I'm my
this
mom
is
do.
not
She's only ever
productive.
been with my father. She's only ever been with my father, and the two of them both worked my entire
But
life
you
coming up.
you know what, Antoinette, I'm just being honest because I'm 48. Um you 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 really don't want to listen. You don't want to hear nobody's opinion. You don't want to
I've
have
listened to
um
everybody's opinion on this
but I'm
for a
saying
couple
you don't
hours now.
want, the thing is you don't want to have an open mind about a man being the lead. Your mindset is set on, I don't want no man. I want him to be my equal. That's
Listen,
society for one.
I think it's funny how it's all of a sudden when it's cooperative, it's partnership and it's great.
Right.
But as soon as a man
That's
give instruction, it's misogyny. What does that mean?
That means men only give instructions because they are used to being able to give instructions, because men have been, all through his story, men have been in charge and in positions of leadership and have not let women take on that leadership role,
Why are you
especially
trying
in
so
the
hard to be?
Eurocentric American
Why are you
world.
just talking? Why are you just talking?
I don't
so
know.
you
Maybe you stopped
just
listening
but you just
because I thought
said
I
your
was saying
mom
a
them,
very
but
good
you
point.
just said your mom them had been together for what, 50 years,
50
correct?
years. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you think your father didn't do any leading in the
I think
marriage?
it was back and forth. I think they both did leading, and
Right,
that was what
but
makes it a partnership.
no, it does not make a partnership. He's the lead over the household. You best believe what he say goes, pretty much.
I just don't see the point in putting myself in a situation like
But it's
that.
not that's not a situation. I'm telling you,
Right. Talking about us.
once you look at that a different way, just give it a try to look at it a different way. Don't go in on what other people say and stuff like that. What society say a man leading the household mean that it's supposed to
Single
tell you
mom.
what to do and all that. Sorry. But you need to just have an open mindset about that. Just look at it different and research it.
Hmm.
Just research it.
Why don't you just want to win?
I don't even know what part of any conversation I've had today makes you feel that way, but okay, Rob.
You don't want to win. I don't know why you don't want to win. Why don't y'all want to win?
Well,
Miss Miss
I'm
Miss
over here. I'm over here winning. Look, I got me a leader, honey. I'm
That's a
telling you,
win.
it's the best thing ever.
That's a win. Y'all women don't understand. You in a winning position. You can't lose.
Cause you believe me. I know you tired.
You can't
You can't
lose.
tell me.
When you're a woman, you can't lose.
I'm not tired. I'm tired of waiting for somebody who is unaffected by the misogyny
It
and
don't
who
got nothing
doesn't
to do
feel
with
But
like
your
if a
misogyny.
woman.
mindset,
You too
your
focused on a bunch of
mindset is
nonsense.
closed
Hold
to.
on. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. You too focused on a bunch of narratives that don't got nothing to do with what your lifestyle is. You too focused on supporting all this ideology don't got nothing to do with your
Correct.
success. You too
Correct.
focused on trying to support all these ideas that somebody forced down your throat that made you go buy a house and a farm and do all this kind of stuff to be in charge, and then exclude the man that you really want in your life out of your life. And
I
now
just
you
wasn't gonna
fight.
stick my thumb up my butt and wait with no farm while a man found out how
Okay,
wonderful I
but guess
was.
what? Now you got the farm, and we're back to the point. 39 child, 1.8 acres, 200 pounds, 5'6", and you saying you want a man.
Mm-hmm. One.
And I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to close a deal with you.
I
And
promise you, when I got on this live, y'all were talking about women who always had their hands out and stuff like that. So y'all want a woman who doesn't ask you for stuff, but lets you lead everything.
it's not about asking for
It's
stuff.
not.
And I've
It's
never
not.
lived in the ghetto.
But see,
I've
that's
always
Oh,
done
I'm
going,
this for
sorry.
brothers.
Antoinette. That's
Agriculture.
gonna come with the relationship, though. You don't have to ask a man for anything if he's in the relationship with you. He should already know what you need. If you have a man that leads,
Okay, well, I could have somebody to give me stuff, or I
but
could
your
just have the stuff
mindset,
myself
you
and meet somebody who likes
listen.
me.
It's you. I didn't say you can't get stuff yourself. I get stuff myself, but when you have a man that leads, half of the stuff that you're getting, you won't have to worry about. Half of the stuff that you're doing, you won't have to worry about.
The funny part is I'm seeing the comments, and it's just amazing how people don't understand how things work. One woman says a
Well,
man
if
gonna
they go
know
by if they go strict, it's so-called Christian. I'm not a
um,
Christian, but I go
a
by what
man gonna know.
ja-
Listen,
the Bible
if
say. The Bible say above God is man, above
oh
woman
gosh,
is a man, and
listen,
Above
everybody
man is
follow
God.
behind
Yeah.
man.
if a man know what you need, that means he knows more than you.
No, they don't know. That ain't what that means. That means
That is
that
what
he
that
know
means. If I know
he,
what you need, that means I have the ability to foresee what
what
you're
I
lacking.
need. You know exactly what I need. I don't have to
I
tell you
can't
that.
be under you and know what you need.
No, I'm not saying that you under me. I said above God. I said above man is God. Underneath men is a woman. That's how it goes in the role in the Bible. God, man, woman. So how can a woman lead a man or be equal? It doesn't. It's not like that.
Listen,
That's
don't.
society.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
do
to.
all men know how to lead?
I'm not saying all
Why are you
men know
worried
how to
about
lead.
all men? You said you only need one. We talking about the one you want.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all. I
Hold
don't
it,
I'm
want one
hold
lead.
it,
saying,
You
hold it,
saying I
Antoinette,
want
you
one who's gonna
still
lead.
hold it. Why are
you
you trying so hard to focus on all men leading? You said you need one man.
Because y'all telling me that I need to submit myself to a man, but we're not
You
even
need
talking about what his
one.
qualifications for leading me are.
His qualifications are going to be he knows how to farm, like you said, right?
And I know how to farm too, so we're on equal par.
Okay.
Keep going.
You got to put your listeners' ears on. The man knows
mhm.
how to farm. You just started in the game. He already knows.
I haven't just started. I've been farming for 10 years, but go ahead.
Okay, he knows longer than 10 years.
Okay. You can only have your lifetime, one lifespan, but
He
okay.
knows longer than 10 years. The man you want that you describe, he'd been in the game longer than you.
Okay.
A man that is taller than you, hopefully the same weight as you, has the same knowledge as you, can do more than you.
He's going to be able to do more than me
Hold
because
it.
we'll be two instead of just one.
Hold it. No, he can do all without you.
Yeah, I do want that guy if he's not
Perfect.
already living in heaven. Because you sounded like you're talking about a god.
No, he can do all without you. At 1.8 acres, he can handle that by himself. He wouldn't even need you to manage that.
An acre is how much land one person can handle by themselves and with an ox. That's how they came up with the measurement.
I'm not worried about no freaking measurements.
Well, you
Your
saying
little micro.
this Superman is going to be able to do 2 acres by himself? Okay.
I'm not. You think that because you're in a woman's mindset. You think
No,
that's what a
she's in
man
the
can do because
independent.
that's your
She's in the
abilities.
independent mindset.
No,
That's
I'm
That's your
not.
you.
abilities,
I'm thinking I want to work in the farm too. So I don't need somebody who's going to do it by
ma'am.
himself.
Ma'am, he can do
Why do you
way
think I
more
got a
than you.
farm? You think
He
I
can
got a
do
farm so that somebody else will work it for me? That
he
sounds
can do he can do way more than
ridiculous,
you.
ludicrous.
He can do more than you. He can do way more than you.
But he can't do as much as we could do together.
He can do it all.
No, he
You
can't.
would assist
Nobody can
him.
do it all. If
He
then why
can
does he want a woman? If he can do everything for his Dammy, then why does he
because
want a woman?
he needs assistance.
So we're going to be doing it together then.
1 second. Hey, 1 second. 1 second, Miss Antoinette and Rob. Hey, Miss Black Butterfly. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
coming on here. Is there any last words you would like to say? There's other women that want to come up, and I
Yes,
want to bring them
yes.
up as
I
well.
would just want Miss Antoinette, good luck in farming. I just hope you have a better mindset and look about a man leading and being submissive to a man. It's totally different from what society say. It's not what you think it is. But believe me, your mom and your dad has been together that long because somebody submitted. And I'm sure it wasn't your father. Okay?
Mm.
And
All right.
good
Thank you,
luck.
Miss Black Butterfly. I
You're
appreciate you.
welcome.
You have a good one. All right. I'm gonna bring another woman up.
I don't know. I don't know what the heck going on.
I'm
What?
willing to go. I just don't want my situation to continue to be talked about after I get off.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hello.
Talking about
Hi.
to the girl
Hi,
in the
hey,
Hi,
hi,
night.
hey, hi,
Shannon.
Shannon.
Shannon,
Shannon,
can you
you
mute and then
mute and then
unmute because you have an
unmute? You have
echo
an
right
echo
now.
right
That's
now.
the funny
That's the
part.
funny part.
That's the real
That's the
funny
real
part.
funny part.
Shannon,
Shannon,
mute and then
mute and then
unmute.
unmute. I am trying to figure out how to do that. This is my actual first time
Click
using
the
it.
click the
Click
same
the same
button
button
that you
that
use
you
to come
use
in
to
the
come in
live,
alive.
and then click the mute button, and then unclick it.
But modern values.
But modern
Okay,
values.
Shannon,
It's
go out,
tradition.
go out and come right back, okay?
Work.
Because you got a bad echo.
Woo
Go
wee.
out and come right back.
How? Where's he at? Where is he at?
She gonna come right back.
All these people in the comment section these are bots, man. It's
I
not.
know,
It's not. It's
I
not
know.
real.
I've been getting rid of them. I know.
I'm here. I'm writing it down. Okay. So they're saying I'm living in the 1950s and 1920s, but you want a modern man, but he's a farmer and he has modern 50-50 partnership values, but
Hey,
then
Shannon,
also
are you on
Partnership
Bluetooth? Are you on
values.
the head?
Hey Shannon,
You got
are you
headphones?
on
Like, what are you
Bluetooth?
talking
You
to me
on the
on
head?
right
Are
now?
you got headphones? Like what are you talking to me on right now? Just my regular phone.
Okay, okay, okay.
I try it one
Just
more time. I'm gonna
no, no,
disconnect. I'm
no,
gonna
no,
put on
no.
my headphones and then I'm gonna
Here's what
come
we're
right
gonna
back.
do. Okay, yeah, please do that.
I'm not
Definitely.
getting it.
No.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Modern man, farmer, 50-50 modern mindset, but traditional work ethic to manage a farm. But also has a traditional work ethic, but don't instruct nobody what to do. And he can manage a farm.
Hello.
Okay, is that better?
That's better. How are you doing?
Perfect. I'm awesome. How are you guys?
I'm well. Yes. Speak to whatever you would like. To speak to Miss Shannon.
Whew, so much. So here's the thing. So I'll start here. I'll just kind of give y'all a little history so you understand where I'm coming from. I've been married for 15 years, almost 16 years, and I've been with my husband since so we're working on about 21. Um, and I think that you all are kind of missing Antoinette's point. Like I understand what she's saying,
Ain't nobody
and
missing
I
the point.
think you guys are
I think you're slightly missing the rod. I really do, because here's the thing:
Nobody's
you're
missing it.
not exactly letting her finish her statement, so that you're kind of picking up on words and then kind of running with it. So
No.
I hear what she's saying. What she's saying is she would like she's not looking to be in charge or over anybody's. She's not looking to walk in front of, she's not looking to walk behind. She's simply looking to walk on the side of someone. And I think when you're talking about the 1.8 acres and all the farming and all the things based on the list that she gave you, I think what you're missing is that, and you're saying, oh, he knows more than you and he can do more than you and all of this, that, and the third. I get what you're saying. But at the end of the day, if any situation will work where two people agree. So, like, if submission is the idea that, and two people agree on that, that'll work. If partnership is the idea, that the two people in the relationship come into, and they agree on that, that'll work. My husband and I have the partnership that Antoinette is talking about. And he is a very strong man. He is a leader in his community. He does also, we both do all sorts of things. We have three wonderful children, one that we have together. I have two great bonus kids. The idea that you're talking about, Antoinette, absolutely 100% exists. And I just wanted to say that to you so that you don't feel completely discouraged based on what you're listening to, because based on what you're hearing from these young men, I'm a little bit older than they are, and my husband's. This absolutely exists. We absolutely
And
have this. I just think you guys aren't hearing her point.
what do you do for work?
I'm a litigation specialist with an insurance company.
Litigation. And what does your husband do?
He is a finance manager with a car company.
Okay,
With a
finance manager with a car company. You're a litigation specialist.
uh-huh.
Okay. She's talking about farming.
Yeah. What? Okay. I Yes, she is.
That's
I
two completely different lifestyles.
I hear you, and I understand what you're saying, but that being a different lifestyle than mine doesn't mean that what she's talking about is completely, what I'm saying is completely irrelevant just because the lifestyle is different.
Okay,
Also,
but your possibility don't mean just because you got that don't mean it's gonna work for her.
but what I'm saying is the possibility exists, and I mean, you could say that about literally anything.
Yeah, but
I,
that's the point.
Miss
We we,
Shannon's
we
lifestyle matches her husband's though, and I just want a man
right, and, and
who
and
matches
she's
mine.
telling you it's possible. And how long she been married to her husband?
She's married. She sounds happy.
Okay, and how long
I've
you
been
been
Are
married
you
married to Miss
happy,
15
Shannon?
Miss
years.
Shannon? You sound
I've been
happy.
I am happy. We've been married 15 years and we didn't start out
Okay,
here. Like when we started out together, we weren't both
okay,
at this point in our careers. I
okay.
was working
I understand that.
yeah, so
So
the
you
the two of them
hold on, please. I
together.
want to get the information. So
I'm sorry.
Miss Shannon, you've been married to your husband for 15 years.
Yes.
Where did you meet?
At the time we met at his dealership. Actually, he was
At
working at
his
a car
dealership.
dealership. Uh-huh. He was
Perfect.
not a finance manager at the time. He was just a salesperson.
Okay. And are you above the age of 40?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay. So you met him where he was at.
No, 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 no. He was just a salesperson. He wasn't a finance manager at the time.
Okay, but you met him where he was at.
At his job, yes, I met him at work. He was working. I went to get an oil change.
Mhm.
We locked eyes. It's kismet.
Mhm.
Okay, so what does that though have to do with her? Are you saying that she can't meet her husband because she's on the farm all day? I don't
No,
understand the purpose
I'm
of what you're
trying to
saying.
say that you met your husband where he was at and
Uh-huh.
she wants a farmer and she's not meeting him where he's at and you met him before you became the litigation and all that kind of stuff and before he
Sure,
became finance manager, he grew into something.
he did. We both did.
Mhm. Right. And she's already where she's at.
I'm still
But
growing. in life.
Right. We're all still growing. I think that's the whole point is that we're all still growing. It doesn't mean she can't go to the next, Black Farmers Convention and meet the man of her dreams there. I think that's what you're missing is that the possibility exists
We already
simply because
discussed that, man. We already discussed the possibilities
uh huh.
and all the factors. We already talked about that. We talked about that, and I applauded her, and I did all that good stuff before she went all the way left and we start going down this rabbit hole.
I
So
don't, is it a rabbit hole? Because
it is a
I
rabbit
mean, in
hole
essence,
because she says she wants to miss litigation. You said you're in litigation.
I am.
Perfect. So you're analytical.
I am.
What I'm saying is that I'm just having a constructive conversation with her, and then she start going left about men not being in this and all that. She's 39. She wants a farmer. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you know anything about farmers, but
A little
she
bit.
okay. 39. She wants a farmer. She already has a child, and she's managing her little her acreages, right?
Uh huh.
So what I'm trying to say is that you and your partner, you and your spouse, are in similar industries,
We're
and
not.
you have,
We're absolutely not in similar industries. He
but
works
you're
in the auto industry. I work in the insurance industry. We are
but you work in
literally
offices.
a car dealership is not an office at
He
all.
works in the
Actually,
office as a finance manager. He works in the office. He's
he
sitting
does
down.
now. Yeah, he works in the
Okay,
office. Okay,
all right. He works in the office, and you work in the office.
I work from home, but I hear what you're saying.
Okay, so the lifestyle is going to be much different from what you're doing. The possibility of you meeting your salesperson to finance husband is going to be a lot different for her meeting the farmer.
Understood. But so here's what I think you should pull from my story. I met my husband on a off like literally it was on a it was fate. It wasn't because it was because God had us in the right place at the right time to meet each other. It wasn't because because I was at work working, and he was at work working. As a matter of fact, when we met, I had my apartment had just flooded, to be perfectly honest, and I was out running around with cut off shorts and stained shirts on. That didn't have anything to do with the fact that we were supposed to meet and we were supposed to be together because God said so, not because I said so, not because He said so. It when she all she needs to do is continue to be out there and to continue to keep an open mind and to continue to believe in the possibilities. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I work in the office and he works in the office.
Okay, but were you looking for a salesman?
No, no, I
Okay, so you
wasn't.
just
I
okay. Hold it, hold it, hold it,
I
hold it,
promise
man.
you, I
Please,
went to get
please.
my oil changed.
You okay? You
I
went to
wasn't.
get your oil change.
Uh huh.
You weren't looking for a salesperson. You just
No,
happened to find a cute salesperson, right?
I wasn't even buying a car. So yes, I mean, and
Okay,
no, he found me, to be perfectly honest.
okay. That's awesome. She's looking for somebody specific.
Fair. And when she starts placing herself in situations around those people, the possibilities are endless.
Right, and then we've already said that.
I have
Yeah.
to also repoint out the fact that I live in the seventh blackest community in America based
Why
on
Okay.
you
home
keep
ownership. So
saying that?
I'm around the height one of the highest densities of black homeowners too.
What they got to do with somebody farming?
Because out of all those people, there's a chance that somebody might be wanting to get into farming.
You keep saying that like it's important about living around a bunch of black people. What did living around a bunch of
Not
black
just
people got to do
black
with
people, other
farming?
black homeowners.
What does
So,
being a homeowner have to do with
That's a
farming?
blessing.
Rob, can I ask a question to Antoinette?
Oh, here we go.
Just
Yep.
just a question. Um, Antoinette, have you been placing yourself in a position to meet other black farmers?
No.
Not especially. I mostly go about my business, and when I leave the house, I try to look my best. I try to stay involved in the community for my son's sake. So,
Yeah.
village hall meetings, which have been virtual lately, and you know the whatever outings that the village is offering.
Okay.
Grocery store, Home Depot. I've been to Home Depot, but
Uh
usually
huh.
just when I need stuff. But I do hang around a little bit longer, but not to the point where I'm looking like
Miss Antoinette, the
looking for
answer
what.
is no.
Okay, so
Here's the
Antoinette, when
thing.
you go, hold on, Rob, give me, I'm gonna land the plane. One moment. Antoinette, when you go to the supermarket and you want produce, what section of the store do you go to?
The fruits and vegetable section,
When you want frozen foods, what section of the store do you go to?
the part with the freezers.
Okay. So if you are not in the freezer section
Mhm.
and you are in the produce section looking for frozen fruits, sis, you're not going to find what you're looking for.
I've
You got to
told her this
go.
earlier,
Girl,
Miss
we
Shannon.
already said that.
We
You
told
got
her
to
this
go.
already earlier.
Right. But what
But
I'm
then y'all
saying,
were like, I need to go move, sell my house, sell my farmland, go
but
move
so
away
No,
from
so
my
Miss
gentlemen,
family.
Antoinette.
I can't speak to what you guys told her earlier. I came in on the part of the conversation. One moment, gentlemen. I came in on the part of the conversation where y'all were talking about submission and where y'all were talking about, and it really felt like you guys were berating her in a way that honestly I didn't like. I felt like this might steer the conversation in a more positive place to kind of help her with where she is, because the berating that you all were doing was not helpful at all.
No
Miss
one,
Shannon,
no one, no one
ho-
was berating her, Miss Shannon.
hold on.
I have wait one second, Rob.
It appeared, no,
No, no, no, no,
I'll
no, no,
rephrase.
no,
It
no, no, no.
appeared.
I'm not. No, it didn't appear like nothing. We've been having a constructive conversation. There's people that have been agreeing with Miss Antoinette. There's people that have been agreeing with what Rob's been saying. There's people that have been disagreeing with what Rob has been saying, and there's people that have been disagreeing with what Miss Antoinette is saying. Okay, I'm a young man. I have a black mother. I have black sisters. I have black grandmothers. I have black aunts. I have black cousins. Nobody is disrespecting anybody in here. Not because two people are disagreeing with each other means that someone is berating somebody. Has
I
anyone
didn't say
called
that.
Miss Antoinette out of her name?
I didn't say
Not
any of
because
that.
people, not because if Rob was up here saying stuff that y'all, a lot of women in here found agreeable to what Miss Antoinette was saying, then it
That's
probably
okay.
wouldn't be come across that way. There's women that have came up here and disagreed with Miss Antoinette. There are women
Sure.
that have come up here and have agreed with her. Nobody's berating her. Nobody's disrespecting her.
I didn't say disrespect. I said berate. But okay, if that's how you feel, that's okay. The point that I'm trying to make is, if you all are really attempting to help her, we kind of might want to steer that back into a more
It
positive manner,
it's
because it
always
wasn't.
been positive. You keep saying it's possible. It's
Actually,
possible.
you
It's
guys were
possible.
taking my words and twisting them around, and I'm saying I want a
Yeah.
partnership, and then
The
you're
first
saying,
thing
"Oh no,
that I
you want to
said to
boss a
you,
man around."
the first thing
And I'm
I
like,
said to you, Rob, when I got on was, hey, you seem to be cherry picking your words and then taking those words and running with the conversation in a different direction. I understand, because that's something I also do. So I could recognize it and I saw it. It's something I do in litigation all the time. So what you were doing was cherry picking her words, and you were taking them, twisting them, and running in the opposite direction of what she was saying, which
Okay,
is
Miss
why when I
Litigation.
initially got on the call, I said,
Okay,
hey, look, you seem to be doing XYZ. All I'm saying is, if you really want to help Antoinette,
okay, Miss Shannon.
let's move it in a
Miss
different
Shannon,
direction,
Miss
guys.
Litigation Specialist.
Yes,
What words did
Rob.
I twist?
When she was talking about, specifically when she was talking about leadership and submission, and
Hmm.
when she was talking about wanting a partner, you took those words and twisted them around pretty bad.
Which words? You got to be specific.
Submission is the
Okay,
word. Leadership is the word.
okay,
Partnership is the word.
okay,
When she was speaking, you were taking them, you were twisting them around, and you were saying things that she wasn't actually saying.
okay. What did I say? What did I twist?
When she was talking about partnership, you were saying
Okay,
specifically, "Oh, you want a man she could boss around. You want a man you could boss around." And she didn't say anything of the sort. She just simply said she wanted a man who she could walk beside versus walking behind. And I think
mhm.
that's why I initially said when
okay.
I got on, this is what
And
she
like I
means, and I think
already
you're
said,
misinterpreting.
I don't have to miss any points. I know exactly what she's talking about. But the thing is, partnership is well and good when it comes down to business. But when it's a romantic relationship between a man and a woman, and this woman, Miss Antoinette, she doesn't want to respond to a man that is her equal on par with her. Women who want
Then I
romantic
do.
relationships with men, women that want romantic relationships with men, especially the men that she wants to be able to look up to him in a way that she can lower her status as the leader.
Is that what you were saying, Antoinette? Maybe I missed that when
No,
I came before I came in.
I think that you interpreted what I said very well, Shannon. I'm very grateful to have you on the line. I
That's
think that
great. That's great that you got you know, your
okay, you cut me
confirmation
off, Rob.
bias.
Rob,
That's great that you
I
got
was just saying
confirmation
thank you
bias
because she did understand that I didn't like being cut off and told I don't want a partner. I want somebody to work for me. That's not what I want. You also said that that meant that I was living in some sort of masculine energy, which I don't think that I was. I think I walk around trying to be in my most feminine energy at all times, trying to get, trying
it's not
to
about
attract.
it's not about feminine energy, it's not about masculine energy. The whole thing is the man that you want, you know good and dang well that you want him to be in a power position of leadership. Why
Okay,
do
so
you
now
want
you're just
that?
gonna take my words and throw them out the window.
Yeah,
Why
sweetie,
do you want
I
that?
don't think she's saying any of that
Miss
actually.
Antoinette wants that because she's fought so long in her life. She's been abused, and she wants a man to
I
come
got
in.
therapy. Hold on. I'm
You're
not just
gonna
some.
don't have
I'm
Honey,
not.
nothing to do with therapy.
I'm sorry, Rob. Instead of trying to tell her what she wants,
This don't have anything to do with therapy
Why not just listen to the words that she's actually speaking? Like
because
she's
it's
saying, she's
unnecessary.
using English words. She's saying, "I
But
want a man with whom I can have that I can be in partnership with." Versus, she's not said anything about, "I want a man to do the. I want a man I could look up to. I want a man I could." Da, da, da. Did she
because
say that? Did I miss that part of the
you missed a
conversation?
whole lot. You missed
What,
a whole lot. The
Antoinette, is
whole
that
No,
what you
I never
said?
said that. I never said
see,
any of what
this is
Robin
what
said.
women do. You guys get together in a little clique and you confirm
Maybe
each
men
other.
like
No,
Rob just
no,
sit
no,
around
no.
and
So what we're
complain
not
And
about
going to do
stuff.
is that.
and
And
as
the
a
reason we're
and as
not,
a
and the
litigation
reason that we're not going to categorize
and as
quote
a
unquote what women do is because we're not all the same.
ma'am, as
Being
a
a woman,
litigator, I would
being
expect
a
more from you.
woman is not a monolithic experience, nor is being a man
As
a
a
monolithic
as a
experience. The
litigator, I would
same way that I'm not going to say all men do such and so and so. You're not going
ma'am,
to sit here and look at the people and say this is what women do to try to prove your point. That's not how
ma'am,
this works.
as a litigator, I would expect more.
As a person who's on a live, I would expect more from you. I would expect you to stop taking her words and twisting them. I really would. I mean, as a
Anyway,
person who is apparently an authority in relationships, as you are on here offering relationship advice, I would expect more from you. I would expect you to actually be able to listen to what she's saying and to be able to interpret and to be able to at least at bare minimum regurgitate.
ma'am,
Come on, friend. We got to do better than that.
listen, can I tell you something, Miss Litigation person?
You can after you stop calling me that.
She's
My name is
39 years
Shannon, and you are
she's
welcome
39
to call
years
me
old.
by that.
She's 39 years old. She has a child.
How old
Uh
are you,
huh.
Rob? Has
She's
anybody let you lay
managing.
any seed in them that they let stay?
She's
I mean, because you
she's
keep reading off
managing
my personal
she's managing
information.
her land,
I
okay?
hear you. Uh huh. She is.
She wants a man specifically that is interested in agriculture.
Sure.
She lives in the Chicago suburbs somewhere,
Uh huh.
okay?
You've run these statistics several times, and I'm trying to
Okay,
figure out
hold
the
on.
strategy behind
There's no
behind why
strategy.
you're
This is
running
just
the
what you do.
statistics.
When you're trying to come to a solution, this is what you do. This is what I ask of myself. This is what she should be asking of herself.
Okay, so you've run these statistics several times. This is like
Right,
the
and
fourth
nobody's
time in the
talking,
conversation.
and nobody's having a constructive dialogue with me about anything. You're just everybody's coming here talking about God and talking about
Hell,
pray for a man and
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
checks falling from the
I think the
sky and
conversation that
talking
we've
about this
had
a
is very
possibility,
constructive.
but nobody wants to come here and make a solid statement to talk about something that's constructive to her solving what she wants, which is getting a man.
I no, I think we've absolutely done that. I
We
just
have
said
not
to
done
her,
that because the
I think
woman
I've
already
just said to
said
her, giving her very
it doesn't
solid
matter
advice,
what
which
you
is
said because it's not solid advice. You just told her there's a possibility, but
no,
possibilities
but
don't
I've
equal
said more than that.
outcomes.
If you, again, you're cherry picking. I have said absolutely more than that. Did I not, Antoinette, say, hey, if you want frozen food, go to the freezer section?
We've
Did I
already
not
said
just
that to
tell you?
her.
I'm sorry, Rob, I'm not done speaking. Did I not also just say, Antoinette, if you should also be finding black farmers in your area in which to connect with? Did I not just say that?
Oh
You
Because
did,
Lord.
ma'am.
part of, okay, I'm just making sure because I'm pretty sure both of those pieces of are solid advice of practical things you can do to meet the type of man that you're trying to meet.
We've already said that. You're late to the party.
I'm not that late because apparently it didn't
We've
land.
said that too many
You
times.
didn't say it in a way that was that she could
I said it
that was
clearly.
palatable. You apparently didn't say it in a way that was palatable because
We said it
apparently it
clearly.
The
didn't
You're
first
very
land.
time he
late.
said it, he said I should just be willing to pack up and move down south so I could
You're.
be closer to
Oh,
where
We
the
okay,
finals are.
told
The
that's
you.
what I
second time
thought.
he said that if I meet a man, then then I have to be willing to move. And I said I'm completely willing to move if I meet a man and he's the right man first. Then we can talk about moving around. But I'm not for the
Ma'am,
idea
the
of
I don't
selling my
think
problem
car,
is,
moving
selling
has
my house.
anything to do with what you need to
see,
do, Antoinette. To be
the
perfectly
problem is,
honest.
Shannon, you're late. You don't have proper information.
Oh, I'm not
We've
You
that
already
just
late. I heard
tried to
enough of
lie.
the
We've
we've already
already
information
said
told
you're
we've
late.
told
because
this
again, because I asked questions when I came in the room.
we
I absolutely am up on game.
we've
I just
already
needed
told
to
this we've already
again.
told this young lady that she needs to go to the Home Depot to the we made a little joke, said she needs to go to the Home Depot and go to the gardener section and see who's picking up soil. And then she mentioned was most of those
Wow,
men that's picking up soil, they got wives already. I said, well, okay,
wow.
go to the local nursery and go to go and see who's running the nursery and see who likes to go and plant. We've already had that discussion.
So I'm sorry. Your sage wisdom was to send this woman to Home Depot. Boy, I tell
You
you,
just said that.
mighty God, going to a Black Farmers Association, dear, in order to be around people, to go to meetings where people are, to gain knowledge where people are, is not run down to the Home Depot in your shortest skirt and just be real cute and it's gonna happen. What? Oh,
Now you
Father
just
God, in the name
the
of
whole thing
Jesus.
is we told this young lady examples of what she was doing. The Home Depot was analogous to the point of her need to be in the spaces where these farmer men are.
Oh, okay. That's
So Miss
that's a
Shannon,
little
I think
bit
I mean
different,
I don't know
love.
what Noble got going on, but
No, I'm
That's a
here.
I
I'm
don't know
here.
I don't know why you got to come in here and just talking about nothing, talking about you and your husband and
That's
y'all
so
wow.
disrespectful,
I
Rob.
mean, and that's what
He is
I'm talking
actually
about.
a
y'all not in the
he's a
same
Again, I
professional.
field as Antoinette and you're
again,
not in the
when
same
I
space.
feel like when you feel like you don't have anything else to say,
It has nothing to do.
you go to the most negative and berating portion that you can. Oh, you came in here talking about nothing. I didn't, dear. I absolutely didn't. I came in here talking to you and what you didn't necessarily like what I said, and that's okay. You don't have to like it, but what you're not gonna do is berate it. That's where we're not gonna go. We just can't.
This don't make no sense about nothing. This don't make no sense.
This don't make no sense about nothing. You right.
This don't make no sense about nothing.
You're absolutely right. When we don't speak in ways that are
And there we go with the insults.
understanding to others,
Coming
then
on,
yeah, you're absolutely correct. This
come on with
don't
the
make no
insults,
sense
man.
about
Let
nothing.
me interject real quick. So yeah, Miss Shannon, the Home Depot thing was literally just a joke. We that was like towards the end of the first conversation when Miss Antoinette was up here because
Got you.
yeah, because she
Got you.
has
No,
not she has not been a lot. She has not. I told her like like you said, the same questions that you literally asked her about if I'm going to the store and I want this, where do I need to be? We were talking to her earlier about you need to align yourself to be in a position to get what it is that you want. So like I just want to say that the Home Depot thing was just a joke. I just want
got
to
you.
interject that. Yeah.
I mean, I picked that up that y'all said it in jest, and I totally understand that.
I said it in
Um,
earnest.
I understand that, but I think that again, Noble, you seem to have a very different way of speaking to people than Rob does, and so
The whole point
I
is I don't
think
care
I
what Noble got to
think
say either.
I think that
I'm me getting
when
to the point, getting to the results. At 39 years old, we're not children. She's 39, and she says she wants a man.
uh
And
huh
the whole point is y'all talking like little. You talking about me being a kid, but y'all talking like children. When you want to get something done, you write it down, you formulate a plan, and that's how you get it done. It's not about being disrespectful. It's about getting the results.
You kind of remind me of Kim Kardashian when she was like, the problem is that women don't work. You got to work nowadays, and if you don't work, you're not
And
going to
how
get
long you gonna be? How long you gonna be single in 39? Talking
as
about finding a farmer
however long it
man
takes for
I'm
me to find the
I'm
one man
very
that's not like
unclear as
you.
to what 39 has to do with anything. Like I'm
That's what I
because
was
very
trying to
at
say.
unclear.
that
That's why I keep
age,
reading off my personal information.
Being 39 and single, or being 52 and single, or being 73 and single, or being 17 and single, or wherever you happen to find yourself in life, it doesn't matter.
it matters because she said she wants to have another child.
And the VA could give me semen tomorrow if I went and asked. Did you know that?
She
Now
could
you're
also.
talking about going to get a sperm donor. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because
I
so
think you
none of it is
again. I think
so
you missed the
desperate
point. The
because I'm
point is she
39.
could
It
have
doesn't.
a child at any point in time. Please don't do that.
No,
Like,
you
why are
can't.
we? Why are we? You
You
actually
can't be
could. There are
76 and pop out no baby.
there are literally
And now we're talking in another
five to
circle.
six
Like this
ways
is
of
crazy. This
having
is
of
insane right here.
five to
Noble,
six
come on,
ways
man.
to have
Noble,
children.
come on, man.
There's a whole bunch of ways to have children, dear.
Noble,
Like,
wake
it's
up.
not. We
I'm
can,
here. I'm
yes, we
here.
can have them
Noble,
out of
wake
our
up. This
body, but
ain't
we
it,
can
man.
have them a whole lot of
Let's
different
start
That's
over.
not
ways.
it,
This ain't
Rob.
it.
Rob, you're the
I don't know
main
why y'all
problem.
brought
You're the
me in
one
here.
on
I
here.
don't know what you
We
got me
discussing
doing,
Hold
you.
on.
Noble.
You're
Hold on. Hold
generalizing
on. Hold
about
on. Hold on.
women.
Hold on, Miss
Noble
Antoinette.
doesn't want to be associated with the way you're talking.
This is
Hold
too
on, Miss
You're
much, man.
Antoinette.
generalizing about women. You keep
This is too
changing my
much,
words
Noble.
around.
Hold on, Miss
You even
Antoinette.
changing Shannon's words around, and she's a
Come
professional
on, Noble.
litigator. Like
Hold on, Miss.
you
Hold on,
don't,
Miss
Noble,
you
come
so
Antoinette.
on,
don't
man.
want to listen, and then you refuse to answer any questions about yourself. So as far as you know, you're 20
Come on,
something,
man.
single, couldn't get a woman to save your life because of your
There we go. Come
misogynistic
on.
viewpoints.
Come on.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
he
Miss
doesn't like
Antoinette.
women. You
Hold
don't
on,
Come
Miss.
like
on,
women. You're
Antoinette.
just looking for a slave. You
Come on.
expect the woman to show
Hold
up
on, Miss
Come on,
and
Antoinette. Miss
want to
Antoinette.
be
Antoinette.
your
Miss Antoinette,
slave.
real quick. Miss
Give me
Antoinette, really
more.
quick. Miss Antoinette, really quick. Hey,
Give me
Miss
more.
Shannon, I very much appreciate you being on here, ma'am. Hey, listen,
No, Miss Shannon,
we're
stay. I'm
just
gonna go.
no, don't leave, Miss Antoinette.
Yep.
Miss
I'm
Shannon,
gay.
what final advice? I mean, do you have
Yep.
to give Miss Antoinette as far as like just
Yep.
helping her, find this
She dragged
farmer
me.
that she's looking for?
Yep. She got me.
Wow. Okay.
She dragged me, y'all.
Hey, Rob, it's my turn. Thank you.
Girl,
Um,
just be old with
I'm
your husband and
sorry.
leave this
I'm
alone.
Just
sorry.
be young and shut up,
It's
Rob.
my
You a
turn,
you a
and
I'm
mic
not
mouth.
39.
Shut up
Hold
sometime.
on, hold on, hold on, Rob. Hold on, Rob. Let Miss Shannon talk. Hold on. Go ahead, Miss
thank
Shannon.
you. Thanks so much, Noble.
I
Antoinette,
don't need.
to be honest, the very first thing that you should do when you want to talk about being in a relationship is talk to people who are in a relationship. My best advice to you is go to your nearest church, find yourself some wonderful people who have
Talking
been
about the
married for a while,
church.
and talk to them and get relationship advice. Please stop getting advice from people who are not
Woo.
in a place that you would like to be. And
Lord have
also make
mercy.
sure that you're around the people that you're trying to attract, so that when you are putting out all that positive energy, you have the ability to attract what you're looking for.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
Shannon.
ma'am.
I
I receive.
appreciate you.
Help my people,
Take care.
Jesus.
All right, you too.
Help my
Have a good one.
people. Help my people. Y'all, I'm gonna call it Joshua. I ain't calling Jesus. I need Joshua. I need Joshua.